amazing from my perspective. It's currently literally 6 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. I usually record between 6 and 8 o'clock because it's quiet and it's really the only time of day I get to, given that I live in a small flat with my girlfriend and we both work from home at the moment, so given that it's so early, 6 people online is pretty good. We usually have about at peak times anywhere between 10 and 15. We recently did the Ender Dragon fight and we had 22 people online for that, which was absolutely amazing. But anyway, let me run you through my area because I started off working from this place, which is where I currently have a bunch of pumpkins and copper oxidizing. Guys just joined. We've had a sign change to season 1 and somebody has very supportingly put up a big woolen, I think it's made out of wool, Ukrainian flag, which I am very grateful for. I think it's a nice little gesture. But this area of land that I have here is all but abandoned by myself now. I still have my chickens here, but what I think I will do is hold on to the land because I know it's very close to the spawn dome and land is getting quite sparse in this area. People like it because it's a good place to leave your copper to oxidize, given that people are always near spawn. And maybe one day someone will buy it off me, who knows. But that's not really my home anymore. My good friend TechMig joined quite recently, and we occupied this huge mountain. Now again, not much to show you except potential. All of our villagers are stuck inside these boxes. How low have I put my render distance? There we go. My computer might just be struggling a little bit. Oh, actually, I meant to put on shaders. Hopefully this works. I did try to do it earlier, but then it crashed my game because I put it on the extreme settings. Hopefully it's not going to completely crash now. There we go. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It's the light settings, but it's still beautiful. Here we've got all of our villagers locked up and we might do something with them at some point. And I've just got my chests of basically nothing, it seems. I thought there was more in there. Got a few things in here. But since then I've completely enchanted myself. I've been online quite a bit recently, so I've accumulated a bunch of money here and there by selling the odd thing. I think I sold half a stack of oxidized copper yesterday, which got me a bit of money. 25k, it's enough to buy books to fully enchant yourself, which is and a bunch of diamonds as well, so you know, we've done quite well. But what I have been working on most is my flower farm, or flower farms, because I'm now revealing my plans to everyone, but it's pretty much done and dusted. I just need to make the shop. I found myself a small niche in the market, which, I mean, I may as well say it now because once I open the shop, presumably people will do the same. If they haven't already, I just haven't noticed, is no one is really making dyes for aesthetic purposes, obviously. I have a bunch of farms now, which basically give me everything I need to open a fully functioning dye and aesthetics colours shop. Put it that way. I want to sell the dyes themselves, high fashion brand. Anything that can be coloured, I want to sell basically, and I think it'd be quite cool. This is in preparation for some sheep. Once I can actually drag some sheep over here, which there don't seem to be many, I will start gathering their wool and make an automatic wool shearing farm as well, I think. But yeah, we've got all of my flower farms, and these are all my dyes, so I've not really collected many so far. Ink sacks go in there, brown obviously. I've put some jungle trees up there in preparation. Pink, we've got plenty. Grey, I've got none. Light grey, basically none. Green, I've got a fair amount, and that comes from my Cactus Farm. Magenta, loads of it. Red, not much, but I actually do have a lot somewhere else. finished it. It was so inefficient. So inefficient. I actually don't know how much it's produced. Let's go check, shall we? Basically, the squids they will spawn at the top of these columns. They'll then fall down, and this is a height that will kill them. I want to cry. I don't think it's produced any. I left it AFK overnight, but I must have been in a really bad position for it to work. But it did produce a stack within the space of like half an hour yesterday. So I must have just been in a poor position. Oh, that's so frustrating because I wanted to open my shop. I will be able to AFK a bit today, so well, I'll probably open my shop tomorrow. Oh, did that? Oh. Oops, sorry, I just missed I'm trying to see if there are actually squid coming down these columns. I don't think so. But I did just get an ink sac in there. Come on, we'll stay here until a squid appears. But I mean, if you get one squid a minute. Oh great, yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. A salmon. I mean, I know that I obviously wasn't in the right location because I wasn't even getting any salmon last night. But if you get one, or you think you get 2 ink sacs per squid. So, bearing that in mind, if you get one every minute, that's 2 stacks an hour. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for AFK, especially overnight. And especially if I find the right position where I'm AFKing all of my farms at the same time. Mainly the green and the black. Those are kind of pains to make. What is going on? It was definitely... Maybe I need to make a little platform or something. Maybe I need to go up a bit higher, so I'm like... Because they spawn in those top ones. Let's make a little area around that we can kind of run around. Doesn't look good. Weird though, because I definitely was AFKing in a position last night briefly, which got me like a whole stack of ink. I don't understand this game at all. These things confuse me. I am seriously confused right now. It taunts me. It makes me feel like it's working and then snatches it away from me, and I don't even know what I've done. It's a fickle beast, this game. I'll go down there and there'll be some, and I'll be like, where did the squid come from? Blimey, look how busy it is on this server so early in the morning. What is going on? Let me say hello. The squids. Hypedic. Oh, my name got changed. Someone nicknamed me, I think it was PreCrafted. He renamed me ASMR. The ASMRMedic. Because that's what somebody called me by accident. So now that's my name. Oh. It does work. It does work. Yeah, you get 2. Well, I think he actually dropped 3. Okay, so I got 1 from that one. I realised that ink sac, and I was like, because the design for it is like, this is the most efficient farm you'll ever make, obviously, like every YouTube tutorial ever made. Oh, there you go. Oh, it is actually producing fairly quickly now. That's pretty good. Me. Are you AFK? For money? Oh, as in for the 10-minute payouts. Yeah, this tutorial said, oh, this is the best farm you'll ever use, and then, you know, it's like, it didn't just say that, it said specifically 7,250 ink sacs per hour. Gives you, yeah, sure, maybe it doesn't give you exactly that amount, but I was like, what the hell, it's literally giving me nothing. And then I looked at the rest of the video, and they suggest getting rid of all of the water in like a 120 block radius. And because I am a complete moron, I didn't kind of plan it in any way. I just found this thing. It's like, okay, here's a river biome. It's right next to the rest of my farm's ideal location. I'm just gonna make it here. Obviously not considering the fact that obviously it needs to be in a river, but then you can't have loads of water everywhere else. Not only am I in quite a deep, wide river area, there's actually a canyon that runs directly underneath this area that in some locations is just full of water. I borrowed 12 pieces of sponge from someone. Oh my god, there's 2 columns that don't have any water. Wait, what? There are 2 columns that don't have water. Why? Why is that? Sorry, I'm yawning without covering my mouth. But as you can see, there are some there. I've managed to drain a fair amount of the river, purely through just like grinding. I mean, these sponges, I'm telling you, they don't work properly. You put a sponge in a river, and the majority of the time, it just fills right back up again, straight to the same level. So I've drained as much as I am ever gonna drain. I'm simply not doing it anymore. It's so boring. It's actually less boring than it is just unnecessarily time consuming and buggy. I mean, I know, I get it, but it's because the river is obviously just like 100% water source blocks. But I mean, even so, there should be a way to be able to remove fairly large bodies of water without having to use like 12 sponges in a buggy-ish way. I ended up filling most of it in and just mining it actually. I probably did 40% of my draining with sponges, the rest with just blocks and breaking, which is just like the pinnacle of boring grinding. But I suppose, you know, maybe it's difficult for a reason. But I've managed to collect a bunch of stuff. I might actually sort out all this copper while we're here. We'll do a couple of boring tasks together, shall we? Let's pop each of these in here. I'll give some coal to saw your aggression. You can have it now. Let's get rid of all that crap. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. We don't need that really either. So let's make a bit of space. God, this is so disorganized. But I do want a lot. Actually, I'll take these as well. I do want to smelt up all this copper and affix it to my copper farm over there. What's going on there? Let's throw that there. Copper can go there. Copper can go there. But actually, what's better? We've got two options. I can either. Well, I know I do need to do my copper, but after that, maybe we just go mining. I do need to sort out my mine and actually get it to be something vaguely functional. Okay, 28 blocks. That is just shy of 20,000 when they are oxidized, and these ones are coming along quite nicely. Can't really be bothered to put them in place right now, though. I'll do that off camera as well. Those are all. Oh my god. I was just rudely attacked by a flaming zombie. How dare he? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go sort out my mine then. Let's do that instead. Bloody hell, the lights are a bit buggy over there, aren't they? Let's put. Really? He just came absolutely out of nowhere. I need to sort this area out. It is really, really unsafe, clearly. Let's put this green dye away. We're getting distracted. We're getting majorly distracted by things. This can all go in here. Whatever. Wood. I don't care about that. Fish can go away. Bucket. Copper. Iron. And chests I will put down. Let's admit that I need more space. Let me admit that I need space. And let's go mining. So I did actually go and fix a lot of my tools recently. But they are still a bit dead. I actually might use this one. They all have. Oh, this one doesn't have mending on it. I thought I put mending on it. Well, let's go sort that out. Hang on. I definitely have one more mending book. I know that for sure. Wait, do I not? I thought I had one. Let's go buy a mending book. We've got enough money, and I do need it on this shovel. I think infinity for bow, mending. Let's buy from Swim Boy. One. Let's buy a couple. Actually, while we're here, we may as well get. What else is he doing? Smite. I'm alright for that for now. Let's go to. Oh, it's. Actually, I wanted it Guy Name. I know that this used to be Pucko's store and then it got sold to Guy Name. No, he's not quite. He's not quite started selling anything there yet. Prime location, though, Guy. A good purchase, in my opinion. This is Goose's Trade Emporium, which has a bunch of other people involved. Pucko selling elytra and netherite. I just don't have the money for that yet. I need to get myself some netherite though, for sure. Sharpness, these are all 2,000. The prices have gone up a bit. I'm breaking, that's pretty good. I'll get one of them. Oh, mending was a bit cheap a bit, but it's fine. Redstone stuff. Iron. I will get some. No, I won't. actually was mining in this direction, but I would quite like to go down to deep slate because how short of my memory. We were going to put that mending book on, weren't we? Yes, that is fine. I'll just keep an eye on it for now, but I may need to go to an XP farm and fix it up. But yeah, I want to collect some smooth stone, and I also want to collect some deep slate. Every piece of deep slate that I've collected over the past however long, I've basically sold it directly to the admin shops. So kind of regretting that now, but hey ho, you live and you learn. But yeah, my shop, I want to design it as a kind of bucket. Okay, here's my idea. I want to design it as a bucket, kind of tipping over, and out of it is going to be spilling a whole bunch of multicoloured, like rainbow paint. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? And the paint is going to be like a carpet that people can either enter the shop from, or people are going to enter from kind of the underside of the tipped bucket. So the bucket's going to be like that, and it's going to be pouring all of this multicoloured paint onto the ground. Blimey, a lot of gold here. And I just think that could look really cool. And my other idea, so inside of the bucket we're going to sell all of the dyes. We're going to sell the dyes, we're going to sell the wool, we're going to sell the why is it so quiet? Probably because it's very early in the morning. Probably because it's very, very early in the morning, my friend. I expect people AFK and early morning. I don't mind this. So all of those standard things, we're gonna sell in the main body of the bucket, and then in the basement we're gonna have a club. Oh yes, in the basement we're gonna have a club, and in that club is gonna be like one of these high-end fashion retailers where we're gonna sell a clothing brand. So it's basically gonna be coloured leather, so dyed leather, and the brand is gonna be called Egg. What is Squiddy doing? So he's giving some coordinates and then saying, "Don't mind this." What? That is creepy. What is he doing? Let's go light some of this up. Hopefully we can get some coal. I get the coordinates, but the "don't mind this," what's that all about? That weird. Something dodgy's going on there. I wonder what he's building. Anyway, let's get some of this coal, because I'm always short on coal. That is the main resource that I need at the moment. Diamonds, don't really care about. I mean, obviously, good if you can get them, but I don't exactly need them in that sense. But I think, actually, guys, I've updated you most of. What is going on there? How's the server? I don't have permission. Yeah, I think the server might be bugging out a little bit at the moment. Usually we like to disconnect and reconnect start a server once a day. Mine did at least. Maybe I was extrapolating. But yeah, I think I've updated you kind of on what I've been up to at least. And hopefully you guys are interested now in getting involved yourselves, which would be fun. We're always trying to get more people to get involved, whether that be content creators to obviously make content on the server, which is always super encouraged. Or oh no, are they still buggy? No. Oh god, I can't type for you. Oh really, they're still buggy, that's annoying.